Okay. I think this is working now, I'm not sure. Why are you not running? You should be running now. Are you running? Okay. Delete that. Put that up. Delete that. Put that up. Okay, so that's running. That's running. That's running. Okay. Oh, so I was going to continue Dungeons 2. Unfortunately, the save file is corrupted. So I'm on to this one. Oh, there's a lot. Main campaign.
Everything has an end. It was time. After her training, Talia was now ready to face Thanos in the final battle, and...
Oh, shit. No. Reset. Yes. Campaign. Main campaign.
The shadow of absolute evil. The shadow of absolute evil had crossed the sea a long, long time ago. The absolute evil had, in the famous predecessor to this game, subjugated the known world and defeated good. Now, in a world full of blackness and despair, it spent its days sipping cocktails from the skulls of its enemies and forging new plans over a grilled unicorn kebab. Unfortunately, there wasn't much left to forge.
And what a grilled unicorn kebab tastes
the
like.
occasional trick played on the little
Since they're
snots.
technically related to horses, it's
just
probably
wasn't
like horse
anything
meat, and I
left
don't
to
see how
conquer.
horse meat would make a good kebab.
As the weeks and months passed, the absolute evil grew ever more reticent and seclusive. From time to time, one could hear a slight murmur from the depressed evil's secret laboratory in the depths of the dungeon. Its creatures grew more worried with each passing day, and even started to miss its ingenious evil tricks. It was a somewhat confusing time for them. No beatings, no torture, and no being sent to a senseless death. On the other hand, it was a rather nice change. Eons passed, and the unicorn supply dwindled until suddenly, one wonderful day, the evil genius evil joyfully burst from its super secret laboratory. It finally had a new goal. An unknown continent, as often found in sequels, lay to the east, sheltered from the wicked evil by naught but a puny little ocean. It immediately had a fleet built. This was so powerful that it covered the horizon from north to south and was manned by the best and most powerful creatures at the devious evil's command. The fleet set sail for the crossing to this new
So,
continent.
pit fiends, mind
Left the
flayers, and
harbour.
whatever else.
And sank. Yet that mattered naught to the couldn't give a hoot about its minions' evil. It instructed its goblins and little snots to design an even more powerful fleet. These new ships were gigantic. Loaded with devious evil's second-best creatures, the fleet set out. And that sank as well. The annoyed evil saved his relentless anger towards the shipbuilders for later. Obviously, it would have to take care of the matter itself. With a sigh, It cast a spell and created a shadow of itself, a creature of absolute darkness and evilness. This shadow flew across the water towards the east. There, it would find a vessel, a corruptible being that would subjugate this land in the name of evil, and the shadow had the perfect target in mind.
Oh, yeah.
The great paladin Tanos, hero of the totally Eastern Kingdoms and a repugnantly good fellow. He was visiting the fatiguing library in Twistram with his comrades to see his foster daughter Talia.
Well now, Talia, tell me about your studies. Are you making progress with the writings of the ancient sages?
Yes, dear father, I have thoroughly digested it and have come a step closer to the good. The desire within me to do evil is defeated.
Really? Excellent!
Excuse me.
I am proud of you, my child. Continue to concentrate on your studies. I must go to Stormbreeze to clear up a few matters. I'll be back soon. In the meantime, my loyal friend Grimly will protect the country. Should anything trouble you, you can turn to him. Isn't that right, Grimly?
Aye, of course, Tanos. I'll keep an eye on the damned elf. Your daughter. You can count on me.
Then I'll see you soon, my friends. May the goddess watch over you, and the light burn eternally.
Bon voyage, dear father. I'll make you so proud of me. Who does good is good.
Yuck. Disgusting phrases like that always leave such a nasty taste in my mouth. These abnormally good heroes, on the other hand, had no inkling of the malignity gathered to the south. One moment a herd of sheep was peacefully grazing, and the next moment, whoomph! With a fulminant explosive effect that ate up half our special effects budget, the shadow entered the world. His target, a dark elf caught between good and evil, was very close. As the shadow of the unspeakably evil moved through the world, all around it died. Plants withered. Animals perished. Sort of like a picnic with my family. The shadow of the far-off evil found itself very, very close to Twistram. It could practically feel its target's presence.
Take these lanterns, men, and let the light of the goddess shine. For the night is dark and full of terrors. And there's a pile of horse poo around here somewhere.
Okay, so
I trod in
can't
it
really-
earlier.
no.
For the darkness! I mean, for the light! Sorry. I'm still in training.
Yes, well, that is somewhat suboptimal. Naturally, the shadow of the almighty evil was an incredibly powerful creature, but, well, light was a bit of an issue. It would certainly be wise to stay out of the lantern light. The shadow reached the entrance to Twistram. Fortunately, this one was not closed, but it was brightly lit. Luckily, there was an unfortunate guard on patrol that the shadow was able to possess, thanks to its incredible powers, as long as it wasn't in the light. The shadow of absolute evil melded with the guard and took control of his body. Thus, it was able to pass through the gate with ease.
What was that? I think there was something wrong with that last beer.
Unfortunately, the shadow's possession only lasted a short while before the guard was able to free himself. Still, it was long enough to get past the gate. The shadow's target was close, so close. Talia, the dark elf. Soon she would fight on the side of evil.
May the goddess be with you, my friends. It will soon be time to open the orphanage in the fatiguing library. Come to the big square and join in the festivities.
Well, I don't know.
I had actually kind of planned to spend the evening in the bathhouse.
Friends, this orphanage is very important to my father. Tanos, you know, the mighty paladin, the one you really don't want to offend.
Yeah, all right. We'd love to come.
Excellent! May the light of the goddess shine upon you, and let us experience this exhilarating
I'll be
spectacle in the
skipping
big
most of the
square
others.
together. Follow me, my friends.
Too much goodness
for
gives me stomachache.
evil, the light, I mean. Keep the light burning bright, for the night is dark and full of terrors or errors or something like that.
Stop holding the lantern in my face like that, boy. I am Grimly, king of the dwarves, and I am used to the cold, dark tunnels under the mountains. I have no need of any stupid lamp shining into me eyes. Now I'm stuck with that damn pointy ear. I mean, my good friend Tanos' foster daughter. Curse him. A dark elf is a dark elf, and nothing will change that. The girl will Enough chit-chat, men. You stay here and secure the area. I have to go check my invention. Stay alert. I can feel something evil.
In the distance, one could hear the unbearably good bells of a church. They must be marking the opening of the orphanage in the fatiguing library. Heroes with lanterns began to stream in that direction. The crossing on a red signal evil shadow swore, or would have if it had a mouth, and tried to avoid the lanterns as much as possible.
This fatiguing library for our goddess, and in the name of my father Tanos, I'm glad to see so many of you here of your own free will.
Finally, the time had come, and the shadow of the passes in the slope.
My dear father would be very proud were he with us today. He would be overjoyed to see us give the young and the needy a place to live and thrive. That's why I'm happy to take this orphanage and destroy it utterly, and all of you with it.
What did she say?
Die! I feel the power within me. Oh, it's over 9,000!
Unimagined
Dragon Ball
powers surfaced
reference.
in Talia. The black magic of the Dark Elves. She immediately began to unleash these powers of chaos upon the world.
I will kill you all!
The dark elf raged through Twistrom's inexperienced guards. She thereby built up a tremendous inner energy, which she released into the world as a focus beam, while screaming, Kamehameha! Meanwhile, in the fatiguing library, they waited eagerly with coffee and cake for Talia to show up and open the new orphanage. The energy beam hit the cake with a resounding zap and reduced it to ashes. Oh yes, and the rest of the building and everyone inside it as well. The narcissistic evil patted itself on the shoulder for this. Or it would have, but the metal armor always made such a terrible clonking noise when it tried. But then again, that's what little snots are for. Obviously, the Dispatch Shadow had found a perfect vessel in the Dark Elf. Talia had already earned the title of Employee of the Month, with the utter destruction of the fatiguing library, as well as half of Twistrom. The destruction of an orphanage and the bombardment of innocent citizens with magic missiles immediately made her the minion-wasting evil's new favorite henchperson. Her evil deeds complete, Talia withdrew into the vaults beneath the ruins of the fatiguing library. There, between the slaughterhouse and mad Archbishop Lazarus's apartments, she prepared to create something powerful in the name of the absolutely ultimately evil. A dungeon heart, the cornerstone of any dungeon's power. Far away, Paladin of Light and Talia's former mentor, Tanos, was on his way to the Empire's capital of Stormbreeze. Naive and trusting as he was whistling cheerfully to himself, with no inkling of his foster daughter's dark deeds. Though he was aware that as a dark elf, she always had a core of evil in her. He had hoped to defeat it through religious indoctrination with ancient mad writings. Well, old bean, you thought wrong. Twistrom in ruins. Talia, the Dark Elf, had turned to evil.
Let's get started.
Twistrom looked like the leftovers from a heavy metal concert. The game logic internalizing evil had given Talia an assignment. Out there on the surface were shamelessly good places in urgent need of destruction.
Nah, no problem. I'll take care of it. I and an evil army.
Naturally, the strategically well-versed evil did not send its new general into battle alone. A dungeon had to be built, and creatures hired to provide her with a powerful army. Of course, the sophisticatedly thinking evil already knew which way the wind blew in a dungeon. However, should it be hit by short-term memory loss, it could effortlessly look up things in the fabulous almanac.
Destroy the good. Ooh! What's up?
The grandiose evil's helpers had not been idle. Well, they hadn't exhausted themselves either, but anyway, there were now some research projects the researching evil could pursue. The new improved research menu, TM, was now available.
Where's the go? Oh, there. Go to the side now. We'll have it there. Um. Won't break.
The new improved research menu TM opened and gave an overview of currently available technologies. At the moment, the selection was still limited, but that would change. After all, this evil crusade had only just begun.
Gobbler Farm. Not there. Not there really either. How do I zoom out? I can't zoom out. Oh dear. Okay. There we go. That's how you make more.
Uh-oh, a spider nest has been unearthed.
Gobbler Farm.
It's
Hideout
payday.
there. Oh, we expanded the hideouts.
Take me to the... Ah! Hey! He's not gonna get up.
Nice.
A room has been excavated in the underground.
Um, Dum-da-dum-da-dum.
Your little snots have uncovered a dragon's nest.
1, 2, 3. 3, 4. Who's there? I need another one of them. More orcs.
Payday.
Death to all that is good.
Where those dragons go? There.
Throw me at the enemy!
All out there.
A new room has been discovered in the dungeon.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother clucker!
Blinding beams of light met the dauntless evil's creatures. They briefly squinted at the disgusting brightness. Finally, they grinned, satisfied. At last, they were able to carry the battle to the good people and were not limited to protecting themselves in a dungeon, as is the case with other representatives of the genre. The armies of evil reached one of those disgustingly good places that had survived the destruction of Twistrum. The ice-cold hand, I mean evil, would deal with it immediately.
And stay down!
The little town of Good was destroyed and turned into a hotbed of evilness. Cracks formed on the surface, and something, guess, evil, rose from the depths. This evilness, in a practical spherical form, was the sweet lifeblood which flowed through the personified evil's veins. It stimulated the armies of evil and swelled their power. All this lofty blah blah without any impact on the game aside, it was another resource primarily or exclusively used for more powerful research. Delicious evilness flowed into the dungeon heart and filled it with power. New research was thus made available, which would help the dungeon to even greater power. The impatient evil immediately began to research something.
The power flows through my veins!
Yeah, what is going on here? I feel a disturbance in the force.
The deeds of the conspicuous evil and its henchmen had not gone unnoticed. As a matter of fact, even a blind man could see the destruction they left behind them. As idiotic heroes do, they sent out a small patrol to scout the area.
Move out, men. Have a look around and report back to me. While I would love to accompany you myself, I'm currently, teaching myself to play the ukulele.
The ukulele. Okay.
Wasn't that Vinny's vegan cuisine? Oh well, no real loss there.
It's payday. There are enemies in your dungeon.
Hey, where does this lead? We should take a closer look.
The first heroes had discovered the not-so-well-hidden evil's dungeon and now entered its depths. Of course, the insidious evil had already prepared a despicable reception for them. At least I hope so.
Even if that's not the case, I will kill these ridiculous do-gooders myself. They will pay for mocking me over the years. Wait a minute. What am I saying? Those are my friends. How can I plan their deaths?
Talia had chosen an extremely unfavorable time for moral doubts. Luckily, her evil dark elf heritage prevailed. Hey, Talia, you're evil, so act like it.
What? Oh, yeah, okay. Kill them all! No! I'll be back.
Spiders have spread throughout the underground. Enemies have entered the dungeon. payday.
There we go.
A spider nest has been unearthed.
For the absolute... Whoa!
Defend the dungeon heart.
Bye.
Evil will triumph! Ah!
Hey, wasn't that Vinny's vegan cuisine? Oh well, no real loss there.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Death from above! Load him.
It's payday. The second island of the good was mercilessly overrun by the strategically savvy evil's hordes and turned into an evil island. Soon, more of that exquisite evilness would be bubbling to the surface. Excellent. Even better than in Dungeons 2. Not that I'm out to plug it or its fantastic add-on or anything. I'd never do that.
Huh? The armies of evil here? Damn it all, how did that happen? Time to call out the heavy guns. Right, men, get ready to attack in waves. Excuse me, sir. Wouldn't it make more sense if we attacked all at once? Where's the fun in that? Wave after wave, that's a strategy for real men.
Thanks to the enemy's limited tactical finesse, their destruction was virtually unavoidable. So it was time to decorate for the victory celebration, to get the beer and hire the orc dancers. Okay, maybe not orcs. I shudder at the thought.
That's
They're
what
gonna be
it's called.
child's play. Leave them to me. I mean, hold them back and let them hit you while I deal with them.
By the goddess of light, what happened here? The whole city is in ruins. I drank a beer right over there just yesterday.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
And stay down! We have conquered the last layer of good. Good is more or less destroyed. Ha! Good thing I switched sides.
In fact, the drooling evil had claimed all the evilness in these lands. Taking the rest of the camps would be a cakewalk, easy as stealing candy from a baby. Candy from a baby? Simple. My ass. Ever tried it? The screaming and crying and fetching their parents and family as reinforcements, and those little beasts bite pretty damn hard. Not that I have any personal experience, of course.
The ultimate, chaotic, absolute, whatever evil will be happy. I am. Father is gonna be so angry. Do you really know what you're doing? You wanted to be good. You had dedicated yourself to the light. Stop and really think about your deeds.
Can you please just stop with the golem thing? We already had too many Lord of the Rings gags in the last 2 games. Enough is enough.
Yeah, exactly. Just shut it, good me. Come on.
Excuse me. Here comes the rest of them. Yeah, it's gotta heal up. Oh.
It's payday.
Yep. There we go. Only one entrance, which is there.
Wasn't that the Staggering Pony Tavern? By the goddess, I won't be getting any more roast pork there.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
For the absolute evil! Ow!
Ow!
Evil is unstoppable!
And dump them all in there. Right, they all come. Going towards the last spot.
Time to take out the trash.
Yeah.
Tanos must die.
Talia and the destructive evil's army had succeeded in the
Gehenna Stones. One. Oh, hello, I've got 2 random people in. Nice to see you.
After her hasty departure, Talia now found herself a few kilometers, or miles, yards, or stone throws, depending on whatever crazy units are used where you are, away. She had managed to escape Grimly's forces.
I was there back in the day when Tanos banished the demons and sealed the stones. I can open them! But should I really do it? These unearthly beings terrorize the land and... Oh, shut up, good Talia!
So, you know how to open the seal. Excellent. Devious evil is obviously nobody's fool. It all feels like a real plan.
I just have to get through to the seals. Then I can open them. But I need protection from the elemental guardians while I do so.
Okay, that should be doable. Get Talia to the seals. Guard her while she opens them. First, however, it would definitely be a good idea to build a powerful dungeon in order to be prepared for any heroes stationed in the area.
That's why I'm digging everything out. Matter of fact, she's got a Christmas hat on.
Hopefully no one has arachnophobia. A spider nest has been discovered.
Ah!
All that will be turned into a trapped area. Send Tally through there while they're digging.
The killer penguins were in dungeons too, thank God. Otherwise I'd have to deal with them now.
Come on. Dig faster.
There were disgustingly good places near the dungeon, which would look much better as islands of evilness instead, especially since that evilness could be used for new technologies.
What is that unbearable place doing right in front of my dungeon? Disgusting! Creatures, advance! Destroy that thing! Oh, are you sure you want to do that, Talia? Shouldn't we sit down in a circle and talk about it one more time? Are you still here? Honestly, can't you see I'm busy destroying everything that is good? I don't have time for this dissociative identity order nonsense.
Stop doing the Therese and Jeanette thing.
go.
It's payday.
There's something funny going on around here. My knee is itching where I caught that arrow. Men, check it out.
The presence of Talia and the conspicuous Evil's army had not gone undiscovered, and the first miserable heroes were already on their way to the dungeon.
Where we will, of course, welcome them appropriately. Move, you lazy dung beetles! Get ready! You always have to be so unfriendly? I mean, really? Can't we just talk about this? I know this really good psychiatrist and... Don't force me to hit myself!
Yes. As our protagonist sank into one of her disputes with herself, the heroes spread across the surface.
Oh, we just fended them off. That's good.
The exploring Evil's little snots had discovered a room in the underground.
Oh, yes, please.
Dragons have nested in the underground. Uh-oh, a spider nest has been unearthed. Defend the dungeon heart. Spiders up, gobbling down your gobblers. Your little snots have dug out a room. Payday. Defend the dungeon heart. Defend the dungeon heart.
Oh, dearie me. Um.
For the abs. Just wait.
Defend the dungeon heart. There are enemies in your dungeon.
Ah! Ouch!
It's payday. Your dungeon heart is under attack.
No, it's not. I've got to deal with that at some point, though.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Around there. Big open area, not too fussed about. Yeah, then through here round. All the way round. To there and then into there. I'll slow them down a nice touch.
Heyday.
Yeah, sure. It's Christmas and I'm an elf. Very funny. Hey!
Delicious evilness dribbled into the thereupon feasting evil's dungeon. This could be immediately sacrificed to the excellent idea of completing one or two new research projects.
He got in quite well, didn't he?
Everything evil comes from above. Ah!
There are enemies in your dungeon.
That's worked wonders, that has. A long trip for them.
A vortex could now be built. This excellent room makes it possible to create direct access to Hell by means of teleportation, or the gun from Portal, in order to hire funny, or sometimes not so funny, demons. The very curious Evil soon began to build one of these vortexes. Heroes are stealing your gold.
Take me to the...
Tinker's Mechanarium is needed.
Take me to the enemy! Hey! Everything evil comes from above. Lead me to the battle. Ooh!
It's payday. The homicidal Evil had researched the Tinkerer's Cave. This perfidious room was used by the even more perfidious creatures of the Horde to build deadly traps and sturdy doors out of boring old toolboxes. The adventurous Evil was keen to try this out right away. The first Tinkerer's Cave was finished and appeared solid enough. Soon the creatures of the Horde would gather here voluntarily or under the threat of beatings to build dangerous traps for unwary heroes.
Fill in. Not yet. I'm going to fill up all that as well. Actually, I'm not.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Ouch! For the absolute evil!
need to worry about the tank.
Take that, you worm!
Can't think.
The first vortex was finished. Here, demons could be hired or resurrected after their inglorious death for a tiny fee of mana.
Mana? But I don't have any mana.
That's true. Yes, but luckily the Gehenna stones produced exactly that. What a wonderful coincidence. It's payday.
Hey!
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Ouch! Hey! Keep your hands to yourself. Ooh! And stay down! Death to all that is good! what to do. Everything good must die. Ouch! Ouch! He's not gonna get up. Ouch! Take that, you worm! The power is indescribable.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Ouch! Ow!
Defend the dungeon heart. It's payday.
Men, take a look at this. There's something strange going on here.
A local patrol unhappily stumbled into the area of the Gehenna Stones. They wouldn't leave without a fight, just the way I like it.
Just the way I like it.
Wait a moment, I just said that. Are you trying to steal my lucrative narrator contract? Back off! I know where your car is. Enemies have entered the dungeon. Your dungeon heart is under attack.
Hasta la vista, baby.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Now how the hell do I do this? You have to leave it like that, aren't I?
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
It's a bit annoying, but oh well, hey ho.
It's payday.
There we go, and then it'll pull up that way.
For evil! Hey! The Fuscarhanna stone is very close. Soon I will destroy it. Tanos will be beside himself.
Not destroying it yet though. We'll take out more of these guys first.
The made-a-wrong-turn evil's creatures stood at the edge of the world. They were unable to go any further as our engine couldn't display any bigger maps. Oh, did I just say that? I mean, of course, they couldn't go any further because, a cliff and a fallen tree blocked the way. Exactly.
Ah!
And a second Gehenna statue. Second good location.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
That's fine. Or not. They will be fine. Go. Where now?
Payday.
And stay down! Sure showed him.
Taking that to heal. Oh, those ones are done. That's good.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Fine. See, they're not getting anywhere.
If an automatic beard and sleigh and reindeer shows up.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
I don't know where they're coming from. Pretty sure I've taken out all of them apart from this last one.
Don't hit. Now I have a machine gun.
I've taken them all out now, by looks of it. Got the 3 Gehenna stones to do somehow. Come on, gold. Hurry up.
Payday.
Um, 1, 4, 4, 4. Oh. Okay, so
Christmas. What was it like?
Oh. Random stab in my ear. That was odd.
Apparently, there were a few elemental guardians who were not particularly pleased at someone fooling with the stones. They threateningly turned towards Talia. Of course, the defense-orientated evil would protect her at all costs.
Talia, what are you doing? Why did you turn back to evil?
Father... Father, I don't know. I keep trying to turn back to good, but a part of me... God, just shut it, you weakling. Tanos, you and your minions always look down on me. Grimly insulted me without you ever saying a word. You drove me to this.
My child, that is not true. Look inside yourself. There's still a spark of good there. Let it guide you. And not this...
Whoops! Looks like I accidentally tripped on a cable or something. Unfortunately, Tanos could not continue to talk to Talia. What a pity. Undeterred, Talia continued to work on breaking the stone seal.
Huh? What? Oh, yes, of course. Ha. Soon the seal will be broken. It's done! The seal is broken! Oh, what have I done? May the goddess forgive me. Are you still here? Oh, come on. Can't you pour your heart out somewhere else?
While Talia was occupied with herself, again, the seal was completely broken. Several portals to a strange world opened in the dungeon. From them, a few extremely committed demons immediately sprang, ready to serve the releasing from exile evil. The Gehenna Stones contained a ruthless and mighty magic that not only supplied the dungeon with mana, but was also very dangerous. This posed no problem for the danger-loving evil, as it was far away. Besides, the magic was only supposed to affect the heroes. With the patience of a fox, the insidious evil now waited for a few heroes to test this ruthless and powerful magic on a few unsuspecting guinea pigs at the cost of a little mana. As with the first stone, a number of guardians came to life to attack Talia. In its wisdom, the foresighted evil had already prepared for this. Well, let's hope so anyway. The Gehenna Stone's magic was not yet ready.
Talia, please, stop doing this. Return to the light. It took me many years, and I had to reload many previous save games before I finally managed to banish all these demons.
Father, I'm trying, but the evil, it's so strong.
Fight it, my child.
Don't forget that this stinker kept you locked up in a place that isn't called the Fatiguing Library for nothing for the last few years, and that his best friend is a dwarf who hates all elves. I know the narrator should normally be neutral and stay out of the story, but this guy's interjections are getting on my nerves when he's hundreds of miles away.
Right. You're not my father. You just took advantage of me. You claim to be an honest, decent paladin of good, and yet you allowed me to be mocked and insulted. I'm done with you.
Once Talia had returned to her true nature, she ignored Tanos and turned back to the stones.
This way, hobbits! I mean, evil creatures! Follow me! Done. The seal is broken.
Talia had conquered another Gehenna Stone, this time even without an extended dialogue with her split personality.
Well, actually, I was about to...
Good grief, just shut up. Where were we? Oh yes. Once again, a huge jet of mana shot into the sky, and a portal opened. Whether it led to the Winchester Brothers, Buffies, Charmed, or whatever universe, demons ready to kill jumped out. As usual in good games, which still have some game time to fill, there was yet a third stone to be conquered. Talia was already on her way. The third Gehenna stone was very close. And a third time, the Guardians rose to prevent Talia from fumbling with the Gehenna stone. Who would have thought?
Talia, I beg you.
What? You again? This chap's appearing for the third time already. What is he? The God's damn spirit of Christmas or something? Just shut up and let us get on with the game.
But
That's enough! She's not coming back to you. Get it? I reckon that after another 15 or 16 missions, she's gonna beat the ever-loving crap out of you.
But
My God, you just don't quit, do you? Okay. Talia, your job.
Shut up, Thanos! Can I say something here?
No.
There's another Gehenna stone there.
The Gehenna Stone spell waited to be once again unleashed upon the sadistic evil's enemies.
Finally, the last seal has been broken. Death to all that is good! Power to evil!
Indeed, Talia had conquered another of the Gehenna Stones. Mana into the sky, demons out of the portal, blah blah blah, and so on. You know the score. Now, only the last of the Gehenna Stones had to be taken.
Wait a minute, didn't you say a total of 3 stones? That was the third stone already.
Talia, normally all good things come in 3s. But after 4 stones, I will try one last time to bring you to your senses. Please stop what you are doing and return to good. Together we can wipe evil from the face of the earth.
Father, never! I will be the queen of evil and destroy all that is good!
These words should make everything crystal clear. Time to take the last stone. Unfortunately, an unsightly rock pile blocked the way to the 4th stone and had to be cleared out of the way. Really leaving one stone unturned to work in a bit more game time, am I right? Very commendable. This rock heap was tougher than expected, and what the...
Who woke me up? Was it you? My children are all dead. You will pay for that. I will.
It's a Scottish golem.
crush you.
Fun.
Okay, I didn't see that coming. Of course, the anticipating evil had already expected something like this, and plunged into the fight well prepared. I hope.
Hey!
The Gehenna Gehenna Stone spell waited to be once again unleashed upon the sadistic evil's enemies.
Yeah, leave him to it.
Payday.
Still going strong, motherfucker.
The Gehenna Stone's magic was ready for a new, hopefully deadly attack.
So much hell.
With a menacing crunch, the huge stone monster hit the ground. The Ash Spring Swamplands. While Grimly Hammerhand's henchmen were looking for Talia and the
undead. Nice.
whilst elsewhere, Grimly's scouts took the trouble to turn every stone in their search for Talia, and I mean that literally.
Grimly is here. Excellent. I'll beat every single God's-damned prejudice out of that bearded drunk's alcohol-soaked carcass. And some of these undead wannabes lying around here in their graves are going to help me. Let's see how that drunken idiot likes facing a few brain-hungry zombies. Not that he needs to be afraid with that little bird brain of his. Talia? Are you sure you don't want to reconsider? Undead? How low have we sunk? Ugh. Are you still there? I thought I'd finally seen the last of you in the previous mission. Anyway, shut up and let me work. I must raise the living dead.
So in order to start the Night of the Living Dead, our protagonist, the currently eating a chicken leg evil's envoy, had to reach the region's largest cemeteries and recruit their undead. One of the Lucky Evil's little snots had discovered a hidden arcanium. Here, demons could create valuable mana, which on the one hand they themselves needed, while on the other could also be used for powerful spells.
Awesome sauce. I'm not using it yet.
So it was that the first demon began to generate powerful mana in the arcanium. Delicious mana. I like to spread it on my Sunday morning croissant, as my wife passes me a cup of tea and massages my feet as I open the newspaper to the obituaries. But back to the subject. Mana was also important to the couldn't care less about Sunday morning croissant's evil because, on the one hand, his higher level demons loved the stuff, and on the other hand, it could be used to cast powerful spells. Of course, the excited evil couldn't wait to promptly try it out. Payday.
I knew it. That damn pointy-eared wench is sneaking around here somewhere. Let's go, men. Double the watches and leave something for me.
You have no chance against me and the ultimate evil. I can smell your beer breath all the way down into my dungeon, you drunken shrimp.
Spread out and find her.
The presence of the inconspicuous as a rainbow-colored dog evil's army was no longer a secret. In fact, it was amazing it had escaped the warriors of good for so long. Well, their leader was a dwarf and he had lots of beer, but I digress. Hopefully the dungeon's defenses are ready.
Nope, still building. So good though. Therein is the problem. I forgot. I need to make one of these.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
I'm feeling kind of tired actually. I'm going to save it here and come back to it next time.